Coverage of the NFL brings us to the state of Florida and TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville.
Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars.
On to get us started now, the kicker Chris Boswell. And off we go from Jacksonville. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Going to the air right away, Lawrence.
And his first pass is incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Lawrence will throw.
Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And they'll get to him right away as he's taken down right there at the 44. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Lawrence's throw into the hands of Kirk.
And he's taken down inside the 30. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They go play action now. Lawrence.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
On 3rd and 1, it's Lawrence. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown! Evan Ingram, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars are on the board first here this afternoon.
McManus's point after is good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
On the return from his end zone, Godwin Igwebuike. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Rudolph going to lead the Steelers up now 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Rudolph looking to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll fake it. Now Rudolph. He's going to float this one deep right side. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. How about this? They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And they'll run with Etienne. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Now Lawrence to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Oh, they'll let Kirk try and run. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal. The kick by McManus is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2 as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. Here is 3rd down and 4. Slot man moves right. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. this one quickly to Austin. Down the left sideline. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Calvin Austin, 52 yards. And the Steelers are back within a score. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On first down, Lawrence. ETN bringing in another one. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now Lawrence on first down. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. From the 38 now. Here's second down at a yard. Handoff running left is ETN. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne, 38 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive, first and 10. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. It'll be a gain of 5. And now third down and 6 to go.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense. And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Play action, it's Rudolph. He'll get this to his tight end, that's Pat Freiermuth. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Now Rudolph on first down. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only did they get the interception, add a nice return on top of it, all the way into the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, and the guy made the play. He gets the points. But it really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. All the preparation time in the film room, it translated into a big play that put points on the board for their team.
Igwebuike to return it from his end zone here. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation either.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Pickens going in motion left. On first down, Rudolph. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis, operating gun, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. But that one is going to sting. First play of the 3rd quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this 3rd quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial. I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Now Lawrence to throw on 2nd down. Open man is Kirk, complete. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Alex Highsmith making the nice play and getting the sack. The kick by McManus is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On second down, here's Rudolph. And he'll get it right back to Washington. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Here's Rudolph. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Out of the gun, Rudolph. He finds his man, Johnson. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. From the 50, it's Rudolph. And that is incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on his 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. Tried the hard count, but to no avail.
Trying to do anything to get them to jump off sides and pick up a first down easily. Instead, it goes against them.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Here we go on 4th. Rudolph. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Steelers first down, and they come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Now it's Rudolph. Got his man, it's Warren. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Warren is into the end zone for a Steeler touchdown. So, partner, was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took him home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that cuts this lead down to 13. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Now ETN to start the drive. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound.
And now off to the races down the right side. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 48 yards.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They go play action with Lawrence. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Keanu Benton, the one who got in to bury him. 1st and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on 2nd and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of them.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much.
Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk on the receiving end of that touchdown pass from Trevor Lawrence. And the Jaguars have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. So that drive there, CD, a good response, and that might be the one that gets them to the finish line, a comfortable lead.
Yeah, and that's all about not letting the team back into a game because they just gave up a touchdown. It was back to a 2-score game, and anything can happen in that situation. But instead, they came through with a really terrific drive right there that ended in 6. So you like to slam the door on teams. In this case, they're trying to lock it as well.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out?
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Well, partner, they've used him quite well out of the backfield in this one. And here's another nice example. They set up the screen, and he's able to pick his way downfield for a nice gain there.
On 1st and 10, Rudolph. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over it that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Now run straight ahead with Warren. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously he is well short of the first. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a first down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. Rudolph now to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Andre Cisco. And the Jaguars are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.